Hello, brilliant soul of Scorpio, what an immense joy it is to have you here at this such significant moment. A sacred encounter with the divine that is not the result of chance, but the manifestation of a deep calling that has brought you to this space of connection and healing. With all my heart, I welcome you to this sacred corner, a place where ancestral wisdom intertwines with the energies of the universe to deliver a message channeled with pure intention, born from the very essence of who you are and designed to embrace your soul with clarity, guidance, and love. It is no coincidence that you are here, dear Scorpio. You have answered a call that perhaps you couldn't even articulate in words, but your presence in this space completely transforms your reality. I invite you to take a deep breath, to pause the hustle of your mind for a moment, and feel how the air fills your interior, caresses your chest, and reminds you with each inhalation that you are alive, present, and deserving of this moment of connection. Every word in this message has been woven in the invisible, designed to reach you just when you needed it most. Perhaps in the last few days you have experienced intense emotions. Memories you believed buried have resurfaced like powerful waves bringing forgotten recollections to the surface, or dreams so vivid that upon waking, their energy accompanied you throughout the day. Do not ignore them, because these feelings are not signs of confusion, but pulses of the soul, messages emerging from the deepest parts of your being to remind you that your intuition now speaks with an irresistible force. That inner voice which for so long you tried to silence, now cries out to be heard, urgently asking you to notice, attend to, and feel it in every beat of your heart. It is evident that you have gone through intense and sometimes dark stages, moments when everything around you seemed to collapse, when life demanded more than you believed you had to give, when loneliness made itself known and answers resisted coming. Yet here you are, standing, stronger than you imagine, with an inner light forged in every fall, every sleepless night, every decision to keep moving forward despite adversity. Scorpio, your soul has been tempered by the fire of your experiences, and that is why the universe is preparing to offer you not just a simple reward, but a profound transformation. A rebirth that will mark a before and after in your existence. We are not only speaking of external improvements, but of an awakening that springs from the very center of your being. You have learned, you have healed, and now you are ready to receive what once seemed unattainable: authentic love, genuine abundance, real opportunities that once disguised themselves as impossibilities. The energy that envelopes you carries the scent of necessary endings and glorious new beginnings. It is time to close cycles with love, but also with firmness. Perhaps deep within you still lingers an unfinished story, a relationship that did not sustain you in your moment of greatest need. That person may reappear in your life, but not as before. This time, the decision will be entirely yours. Do not settle, because you already know what you deserve and have learned not to give yourself half measures. If that story has already ended, understand that something new is just around the corner, and it will be different, real, and aligned with the truth of your being. A presence is approaching that does not toy with your emotions, that does not shy away from intensity nor fear your depth. Because you love with every cell of your body, and finally someone will come who reciprocates that same frequency. A love that heals and builds without masks or sacrifice, a love that chooses and values you just as you are. But it is not only love that transforms. Powerful movements are also on the horizon in the material and professional realms. You have sown with patience, effort, and quiet faith, even when the fruits took time to appear. That period of stagnation is about to end, and the universe is ready to open unforeseen paths for you, an unexpected proposal, a change of environment, or even a journey that until now seemed like a distant dream, but is now beginning to take shape, becoming tangible and attainable. Perhaps even people from your past, those who once failed to value you, will begin to notice you again, but you are no longer where you were left. You have changed, you have grown, and now you are not available for bonds that diminish you or for stories that drain your energy. Now you know how to take care of yourself, you know how to say no, and that no that emanates from self-respect is an immense act of love. Dear Scorpio, at this moment the universe urges you toward brave decisions. Some of these decisions may seem uncomfortable at first, as they will take you out of your safe zone, but in that initial vertigo lies your liberation. The past fades away, and the new embraces you with renewed strength. You have the power to choose, and I ask you with all my love, what change does your soul long for? What habit, thought, or belief can no longer continue to be part of your path? I invite you to write it down, to declare it, and to let your words become medicine for you and for other souls that are also awakening. Here in this sacred space, messages are not only read, they are lived, felt, and shared. Every time one person liberates herself, she opens a door for others to do the same. And now, dear Scorpio, we have reached the close of this journey, which is not an end but a portal, a threshold to a new version of yourself, freer, more powerful, more alive. Today you have not only received words, you have allowed your soul to be touched, your truth to awaken, and your light to rise above the noise of the world. What has happened here is not simply a reading, it is an alchemy, a reunion with yourself, a confirmation that every experience, no matter how hard, had a purpose, and that everything has led you to this very moment when you can no longer, nor do you want to, return to what you once were, because now you know who you are, and that knowing is irreversible. Scorpio, woman of unwavering depth, who has loved with all your being, who has fallen 1,000 times and risen each time, who has been silent for so long and now, finally, all your truths emerge with force. You are the channel through which a new era is reborn, not only in your life but in the world. Your awakening is part of something much larger, and you are being guided, accompanied, and blessed at every step. Now everything changes, and that transformation is a reflection of your own inner change. You are at the center of your universe, with the certainty that you deserve fullness, joy, abundance, and true love. You no longer define yourself by your wounds, but by your infinite capacity to transform them into wisdom, into strength, into art, and into truth. Walk with your head held high, leaving no room for doubt. Recognize your power, feel the sacred fire that burns within you, and understand that this is your ascension, your consecration, your moment. Do not hesitate, do not postpone, do not minimize what you feel. Live it, celebrate it, because you are ready to shine unapologetically, to love with all the truth of your being, and to create a life that reflects your most authentic essence. Always remember, the universe has your back, and every step you take is a seed you sow in your own destiny. Allow yourself to feel without filters, without judgment, without restraint. For so long, you were taught to resist, to keep control, and to hide your cracks, but your true strength lies in honoring your emotions, in embracing them as sacred messages of your soul. You have been brave in moving forward, in not giving up when everything seemed to crumble. Now it is time for a new kind of courage, the courage to open up, to trust, and to receive, because you deserve not only love and opportunities, but also tenderness, understanding, and calm. You deserve a space where you can let your guard down, where you do not have to prove anything, where you can simply be. And that space begins with you, with the way you speak to yourself, with how you accompany yourself in silence, and with how you choose to treat yourself when no one else is watching. Remember, you do not have to be perfect all the time. Your worth does not depend on what you do or how much you give. You are valuable simply for being who you are, for your existence, for that unique light you radiate. You are entering a stage where you will have to choose yourself again and again, not from the ego, but from authenticity. Choosing yourself is a revolutionary act, not about rejecting others, but about affirming to the universe that you are ready to live in coherence, to create from who you are and not from what is expected of you. That act of self-love, that affirmation of your rebirth, is the first step for the universe to open unforeseen doors for you. Perhaps in this process you feel that the old versions of you no longer represent you. Doubts, attachments, and habits from the past are giving way to a purer space aligned with your truth. If in the midst of all this you feel the need to cry, to write, or simply to be alone, allow yourself to do so. Every emotion, every sensation, is a key that opens new paths. Do not repress anything. Let it flow and observe yourself with love, without judgment. You are in full metamorphosis, and remember, no butterfly judges the chaos of its cocoon. So if you feel the impulse to create, to put into a project, an idea, or a vision that once seemed dormant, listen to it. Your creative energy is awakening powerfully, and it does not need to be perfect or please everyone. What matters is that it is authentic and that it springs from your heart. Your story matters, Scorpio. What you have lived, each fall, each breakup, each rebirth, has immense value, because you are not here merely to survive, but to inspire, to ignite the light in others with yours, and to be a guide even without titles. True wisdom is transmitted with a glance, with presence, and with the coherence of living your truth. You are called to live authentically, without masks or pretense, and to leave behind everything that does not honor you. This is your moment of affirmation, of rebirth, and of manifesting the life you have always dreamed of. Look at yourself, Scorpio, truly look at yourself and realize how much you have changed, how much you have healed. You no longer need others' approval to move forward, Your validation comes from that inner voice which, soft yet firm, urges you to continue, to trust, and to believe. And if fear ever returns, remember, fear is not your enemy, but a guardian that only needs you to take its hand and say, "We go together, but this time I lead." With that determination, nothing will be able to stop you. Now, as you continue on this energetic journey, I invite you to allow yourself to feel every moment. Feel without restrictions, without judgment, without constraints, because in that complete surrender lies true liberation. Allow yourself to cry if you need to, write your thoughts, curl up in solitude when necessary. Every emotion that arises is a sacred message inviting you to dive deeper into your being. And as you do, observe yourself with the love you deserve, without demanding constant perfection, because sometimes true strength is revealed in vulnerability. To help you on this journey, I want to gift you 10 pieces of advice born from the energy manifested in this reading. Small keys of light that, if you choose to embrace them, will blossom beautifully along your path. 1. Let go of control without fear. Although you feel safe when everything is under control, now is the time to trust the unknown. Surrender a little to the flow and see how the greatest miracles manifest when you give yourself over with faith. 2. Honor your sensitivity as your greatest strength. You are feeling more deeply, dreaming more clearly, and perceiving the world intensely. This sensitivity is a divine gift that connects you with higher dimensions. Open yourself to it and let it guide you. 3. Create a sacred space for yourself. It can be a special corner in your home, a place with a candle, clear quartz, or any object that connects you with your essence. This will be your energetic refuge, the spot where you can reconnect with the universe and with yourself. 4. Let go of bonds and situations that no longer resonate with you. Be grateful for what you have experienced, release what has already served its purpose, and allow new energies and authentic relationships to enter your life. Do not cling to what drains you, you deserve connections that nourish and propel you forward. 5. Trust your intuition when making decisions. Your gut feelings are more active than ever. If something doesn't feel right, listen to that inner voice. If something deeply excites you, even if it scares you a bit, it is probably the right path for you. 6. Firmly declare that the universe listens to you. Use powerful phrases such as mis orations son escuchadas y respondidas, or yo creo en los milagros, to remind yourself that when you speak from the soul, the universe conspires in your favor. 7. Make self-care a priority, not an exception. Rest, nourish yourself well, and disconnect from the noise when needed. Take care of your body and mind, for they are the temples of your spirit and the foundation upon which you build your path. 8. Take the first step toward that dream or project you have postponed. You do not need to have everything figured out. What matters is to begin. Trust that the universe will support you every step of the way, and that what was imperceptible will become tangible over time. 9. Use clear quartz as your energetic ally. This crystal will help calm your mind, organize your thoughts, and accept your emotions as they are. Carry it with you, meditate with it, or place it in your space to receive clarity and healing. 10. Close cycles with gratitude and without resentment. What is leaving has fulfilled its purpose. Be thankful for the lessons it left, free yourself from what no longer serves you, and open space for new love and light to enter your life. Declare with conviction, acepto con gratitud el cierre de los ciclos que ya han cumplido su función. Dear Scorpio, may these pieces of advice become little seeds of light along your path, reminding you that every step you take and every decision made from your truth is part of a profound transformation. You do not have to implement them all at once. Let them resonate within you so that, in time, they bloom in their own right. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery, I invite you to linger a little longer in this sacred space, to take a pause without rushing back to the outer world, and simply to enjoy your own presence. Allow yourself to remain in this state of stillness, where there is no obligation to do, only to be. This time with yourself is medicine, a gift your soul has long been asking for. Breathe with me one last time with full intention. Inhale hope, strength, and faith. Exhale everything that no longer supports you, everything that has completed its cycle in your life. Deep within, feel the strength of every experience you have endured, the times you rose when you thought you had no strength left, the silent battles you won unnoticed, and every brave decision you made despite uncertainty. All of that has forged the extraordinary being you are today. You are on the threshold of a new stage, Scorpio, a stage in which your light will shine with greater intensity, where your gifts will be expressed clearly, and where your dreams will begin to materialize in a real way. You are a wise, strong, and passionate soul, destined to transform your reality without needing to hide anything. You do not need to shout your worth, for your mere presence radiates it. Now is the time to recognize yourself, to no longer hide your light or diminish your essence to fit into molds that no longer belong to you. The universe tells you clearly, this is your moment. Claim your space, your truth, and your brilliance, and keep walking with your head held high, confident that every step you take is a seed you plant in your own destiny. If this message has resonated deep within your being, if you have felt that each word spoke directly to your heart, offering you clarity, comfort, or simply companionship, I invite you to leave an energetic offering in the comments. Write: Hoy elijo brilla con autenticidad, recibiendo amor y abundancia en cada paso. Today I choose to shine with authenticity, receiving love and abundance with every step. May this phrase become your mantra, an echo of your commitment to live in coherence with your true self, inspiring others to do the same. Remember, precious Scorpio, that every stone, every pain, every doubt has been part of your preparation. Today you can look to the future with certainty, for this is not an ending but the glorious beginning of something much greater, your rebirth, your expansion, your ascension. You are not here to survive in mediocrity, but to shine, to love with all the truth of your being, to create a life that fully represents you. I will be here, in every message, in every revelation, to support you with the purest light and remind you that the universe backs you at every step. As this energy integrates into your body, your thoughts, and your heart, I ask you something deep. What aspect of yourself are you ready to release? What habit, thought, or belief can no longer continue to be part of your path? Write it down, declare it, and let your words become medicine for you and for other souls that are also awakening. Because when you free yourself, you open doors for others to do the same, and together we weave a network of light and transformation. This journey we share is not merely a reading. It is a reunion with yourself, a confirmation that every experience lived had a purpose to bring you to this moment when you can no longer, nor do you want to, return to what you once were. You, Scorpio, are the channel through which a new era is reborn. Not only in your life but throughout the world, your awakening is a fundamental part of something much larger. Your ability to transform every wound into wisdom, every fall into strength, is proof that your light is unquenchable. Looking toward the future, you will soon see signs manifesting. Numbers, names, songs, or even coincidences that seem to speak directly to you, confirming that you are on the right path. Those subtle signs are messages from your guides, from the universe, from the part of you that already knows the way and calls you to dive even deeper. Your sensitivity, which others might consider a weakness, is in truth your greatest gift, for it allows you to sense what has not yet been said and feel what many cannot see. That unique perception is possessed only by souls who have walked many paths and chosen to incarnate in this time with a clear purpose. Perhaps in this process you will feel the urge to create something new, a project, an idea, a vision that had been dormant within you. Do not stop, listen to that creative call, because your creative energy is a channel for healing and transformation. Do not seek perfection, simply express yourself from the heart, because when you create from your authenticity, the art that emerges from you becomes a beacon of inspiration for others. If at any moment fear or doubt returns, remind yourself that fear is not your enemy, but a guardian that only needs you to take its hand and say, "Let's go together, but this time I lead." That is the key to transforming any obstacle into an opportunity for growth. Remember that. Every step, even those that seem chaotic, is part of a reordering process in which the universe removes what no longer serves to make way for what you truly need. And if you ever encounter days when your body feels heavy, your mind clouds over, or your energy hides, embrace it. Not every transformation process feels luminous. Sometimes the greatest change occurs in silence, in the deep pause of rest. Do not demand that you be well all the time. Your true power is also shown in your vulnerability and in your ability to rise stronger after a fall. Dear Scorpio, at this moment your soul vibrates with an intensity that invites you to release the old to make space for the new. Every doubt, every attachment, every past version of you is fading away to give way to a stage in which you will be fully yourself. Therefore, I invite you to look at yourself, to recognize and embrace yourself, and to declare with conviction. Hoy elijo brillar con autenticidad, recibiendo amor y abundancia en cada paso. Today I choose to shine with authenticity, receiving love and abundance with every step. May this phrase be the echo of your commitment to your own awakening, a mantra that inspires you to move forward without fear. Thank you for allowing these words to touch the deepest parts of your being, for opening the doors of your inner world, and for being part of this sacred space of connection and transformation. Your presence, your energy, and your light are invaluable gifts that the universe celebrates. Always remember that you are not alone, your guides accompany you, your angels surround you, and the divine energy is aligning everything for your highest good. Keep walking, Scorpio, with the certainty that every step you take is a declaration of your power, of your rebirth, and of your capacity to transform the world. The journey continues, and the best is yet to come. Your awakening is only the beginning of a new era in your life, an era of authenticity, abundance, and true love. With all my light, affection, and admiration, I invite you to continue opening your heart and to share in the comments what you feel. Remember, hoy elijo brillar con autenticidad, recibiendo amor y abundancia en cada paso. May these words remain in your soul as a constant reminder that you deserve the best and that every experience brings you closer to the life you have always dreamed of. Thank you for being you, for sharing your energy, and for allowing this encounter to transform every corner of your being. Your story matters, your voice is medicine, and your light is the beacon that illuminates the path for those around you. Keep trusting, keep loving, keep creating, because the universe conspires in your favor and your rebirth is the beginning of something truly magnificent. Onward, Scorpio, your journey is just beginning and the best is yet to come.